The Yakuza. The name alone evokes images of shadowy figures, clandestine meetings, and a world operating outside the law. Their presence is felt in the darkest corners of society. In Japan, the Yakuza are more than just gangsters. They are a complex and enduring presence, deeply woven into the nation's fabric. Their influence extends beyond crime, touching various aspects of daily life. The word Yakuza itself hints at their origins as outcasts, derived from a losing hand in a card game. This origin story is a testament to their resilience and adaptability. This name, synonymous with organized crime, represents a vast network of syndicates engaged in a wide range of illegal activities. From gambling to smuggling, their operations are extensive. Despite their fearsome reputation, the Yakuza have historically enjoyed a level of tolerance within Japanese society. They have often been seen as a necessary evil. This acceptance, however, has waned in recent years as government crackdowns and shifting societal attitudes threaten their very existence. The Yakuza now face unprecedented challenges. To understand the Yakuza, one must delve into their history, their intricate structure, and the cultural nuances that set them apart from other criminal organizations. Their hierarchy is as complex as it is secretive. Only then can we begin to grasp the full scope of their influence and the uncertain future they face in modern Japan. The Yakuza's story is far from over, but its next chapter remains unwritten.
The roots of the Yakuza can be traced back to the Edo period, a time of strict social hierarchy and samurai rule in Japan. During this era, the samurai were the warrior class, bound by a code of honor and duty to their lords. With the samurai class officially disbanded during the Meiji Restoration, many former warriors found themselves without purpose or income. The dissolution of their status left them adrift in a rapidly modernizing society. Some turned to criminal activities, forming gangs known as Bakuto and Takiya. These groups provided a sense of belonging and a means to survive in a changing world. These groups, operating on the fringes of society, became the precursors to the modern Yakuza. They thrived in the shadows, away from the watchful eyes of the authorities. The Bakuto ran illegal gambling dens, while the Takiya engaged in petty theft and the sale of illicit goods. These activities were lucrative and attracted many desperate individuals. Both groups shared a strict code of conduct and loyalty, often adopting a surrogate father-son relationship between the leader and his followers. This bond was crucial for maintaining order and discipline within the ranks. This structure, known as Oyabun Kobun, mirrored the feudal system of the samurai era. It provided a familiar framework for those who had once served under the samurai code. Over time, these gangs grew in size and influence, evolving into sophisticated criminal organizations that we recognize today as the Yakuza. Their legacy is a complex blend of tradition, crime, and survival.
The Yakuza operate with a rigid hierarchical structure resembling a traditional Japanese family, emphasizing loyalty, obedience, and respect. This structure is deeply rooted in Japanese culture and history, reflecting the values of the society from which it originates. At the apex of this structure stands the Oyabun, the godfather-like figure who commands absolute authority. He is revered as a patriarch, and his word is law within the organization. His decisions are final and unquestionable, ensuring a unified direction for the group. Directly beneath the Oyabun are his most trusted lieutenants, the Saiko Komon, who manage various aspects of the Syndicate's operations. They are responsible for executing the Oyabun's orders and maintaining discipline among the ranks. The lower ranks consist of the Kyodai, full-fledged members initiated through a ritualistic ceremony. This ceremony is a significant event symbolizing their commitment to the Yakuza. They swear allegiance to the Oyabun and are bound by a strict code of conduct. This code governs their behavior and ensures loyalty to the organization. At the bottom of the hierarchy are the Kobun, young recruits who act as apprentices and carry out the orders of their superiors. They learn the ways of the Yakuza through experience and guidance from higher-ranking members. This familial structure, while appearing archaic, serves to maintain order and control within the organization, fostering a sense of belonging and unwavering loyalty among its members. It is this loyalty that binds the Yakuza together, making them a formidable force.
The Yakuza have a distinctive culture steeped in symbolism and ritual, setting them apart from other criminal organizations. One of the most recognizable aspects is the intricate full-body tattoos, known as irizumi, that adorn many members. These tattoos, often applied using traditional hand-poked methods, are not merely decorative. They serve as a testament to the individual's commitment to the Syndicate and tell a story through their elaborate designs. Another significant ritual is yubitsume, the act of self-amputation of a finger joint as a form of atonement for mistakes or offenses. This gruesome practice, while less common today, highlights the extreme lengths to which members are expected to demonstrate loyalty and obedience within the Yakuza. These rituals and symbols, while shocking to outsiders, play a crucial role in reinforcing the bonds of brotherhood and upholding the Yakuza's unique code of conduct.
The Yakuza's revenue streams. While romanticized in popular culture, the Yakuza are, at their core, criminals driven by profit. They are involved in a vast array of illegal activities generating billions of dollars annually. Extortion, known as sakaya, is a traditional source of income, where they intimidate businesses into paying protection money. They also operate illegal gambling dens, engage in drug trafficking, and control loan sharking rings preying on vulnerable individuals desperate for cash. In recent years, the Yakuza have adapted to the changing economic landscape, expanding their operations to include cybercrime, money laundering, and white-collar crime. They have also infiltrated legitimate businesses, using front companies to launder money and gain access to political influence. This diversification of their criminal portfolio has allowed them to remain a potent force in Japan's underworld, despite increased pressure from law enforcement. Society. The relationship between the Yakuza and Japanese society is complex and often contradictory. Despite their criminal activities, the Yakuza have historically enjoyed a degree of tolerance, even respect within certain segments of society. This stems in part from their deep-rooted cultural traditions and their role in providing a semblance of order in the absence of strong law enforcement during certain periods. In recent decades, the Japanese government has taken a tougher stance against organized crime, enacting stricter laws and increasing law enforcement efforts to dismantle the Yakuza.
The 1992 Anti-Boryokudan law, specifically targeting organized crime groups, has been instrumental in weakening their influence. This law, along with subsequent legislation, has made it more difficult for Yakuza syndicates to operate openly and has curtailed their economic activities.
The government crackdown has had a significant impact on the Yakuza's operations. Membership has dwindled as potential recruits shy away from the increased scrutiny and harsher penalties. Traditional sources of income, such as extortion and illegal gambling, have become riskier and less profitable. As a result, the Yakuza have been forced to adapt, shifting their focus to less visible forms of crime and seeking new avenues for generating revenue. An uncertain future. The Yakuza's struggle for survival. The Yakuza, once a formidable force in Japan, are facing an uncertain future. Government crackdowns, changing societal attitudes, and a shrinking pool of recruits have all contributed to their decline.
The traditional image of the honorable gangster is fading, replaced by a more pragmatic view of criminals seeking to exploit any opportunity for profit. To survive, the Yakuza are evolving, embracing new technologies and expanding their operations into areas like cybercrime and international money laundering. They are also forging alliances with other criminal organizations, both domestically and abroad, seeking to expand their reach and influence. However, it remains to be seen whether these adaptations will be enough to ensure their long-term survival.
Illusion, legacy, and evolution of Japan's Notorious Syndicate. The Yakuza, a product of Japan's unique history and culture, have long been a fixture in the nation's underworld. From their humble beginnings as bands of outcast samurai to their rise as powerful syndicates, they have left an indelible mark on Japanese society. Their intricate hierarchy, ritualistic practices, and complex relationship with the public have captivated the world's imagination. While their power and influence have waned in recent years, the Yakuza continue to adapt and evolve, seeking new ways to operate in an increasingly hostile environment. As Japan grapples with the challenges of globalization and technological advancement, the question remains, do Will the Yakuza find their place in this new world order, or will they fade into the annals of history?